A very good afternoon, sir. Namaskar and good afternoon, sir.
Good
Namaskar, sir.
afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good
Sorry, it
afternoon.
took me
Very
some.
Namaskar
much.
and good afternoon, sir.
नमस्कार सर नमस्कार.
Our apologies, sir. The response was overwhelming. So it really bombed the place that we were conducting the show in. So,
So that is okay. We are used to all these changes
little
and
technical.
adapting to them.
Yes.
So that's not an
Yes.
So,
issue.
a very, very good afternoon to everyone and a very warm welcome. Welcome to the CBSE NPSC webinar on elucidating the assessment criteria for class 10. It's my proud privilege, sir, to welcome you, Sri Manoj Ahuja ji, IAS Chairman, CBSE, whose stellar leadership has helped us weather many storms. Thank you so much for your gracious presence, sir. You being here with us offers us a great comforting solace, sir. This phase has been particularly difficult for all of us in the education fraternity. The NPSC particularly has lost a lot of stalwarts. We've lost some of our dynamic young principals and very, very aspiring, cheerful teachers. And this pandemic has taken a toll on all of us. So, your presence today means a lot. It's a great sense of belonging, and you've always been a father figure to us. It's a privilege to welcome Dr. Sayam Bharadwaj, Controller of Examinations, and of course, the force behind the new assessment model that's been put into force from the 1st of May when we all received our circular. So I'm also honored to welcome all the senior dignitaries of the CBSE. We were looking forward to Dr. Joseph being here, Dr. Biswajit Saha being here. I'm sure they'll join us. And of course, Secretary CBSE Anurag Tripathi ji. We hope they would all be with us and joining us subsequently. My pleasure also to welcome all the regional officers of the CBSE, my dear friends, peers from across the country. A very, very warm welcome. The past 400 days on odd days have been putting up a lot of challenges our way. And the past 2 years, the two board exams that have come our way, 1920, 2021, has forced us to think of new ways of resolving problems at hand. And CBSE, as always, has thought of new and unique ways of resolving the problem to ensure that all the stakeholders are happy with the solution, and they have kept especially the children at the center of all their decisions. So, as principals, we've always felt a very comforting presence of the CBSE right through this entire phase, whether it's hand holding us, upskilling, staying connected through webinars and meetings. Sir, we've always felt your presence with us all the time, and that's been a great source of strength for all of us. So, today, when we discuss the assessment model of class 10, our compliments to the CBSE for more than one reason and on more than one account. First is the new mathematical model that you've proposed is truly something new that we've never thought of. So, kudos to you for that. And the second and very important is the wonderful trust that you've reposed on all the schools. You've trusted us with your board exam result. And, sir, we assure you, as principals, we will not let you down. So, the result is going to be what you've always expected us to deliver. We have always been warned by our seniors and elders that the past will always catch up on you. You know, the past will always follow you everywhere. And true enough, CBSE has pulled out our 3 years past, and that is on reckoning now. So, the naughty things that we've done in our earlier 3 years, the results, the fantastic results that we've produced, of course, will hold us in good stead. So while you made this wonderful document, an elaborate document telling us methods of execution, you've given us a lot of elbow space, but also kept very, very strict checks and balances that people do not waver and stick. to the resolve that we've all made to give a fair and equitable result to all the children. So, being one of the largest boards with a huge heterogeneous populace and schools all around, it's important that we bring closure to this board exam of 2021. And rightly so, sir. And this meeting today will put to rest all those little nigglings that we have, because the document itself is very, very explicit and beautifully written. And I'm sure the doubts that we put up are going to be very few and far between. So, without much ado, it's my honor and privilege to again request Sri Manoj Ahuja ji, IS, Chairman CBSE, to kindly address us and guide us through this meeting, please. And thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman NPSC, the office bearers and members of NPSC, controller of examinations, and my colleagues at CBSE, educationalists, principals, and teachers who are present there in this webinar. At the outset, it has been a very tumultuous 2 years and a very different 2 years. And like the chairperson NPC pointed out, as of now, a lot of us have personal experience, either directly through family members or relatives or persons we know who are affected by COVID. Some of us have also lost people we know. These are very difficult times, and I think the challenges we are facing, we'll have to do it together. Trust is I would say, comes very naturally, but we'll have to face these problems together. And I think that was the reason, the decision which we took for cancelling class 10th exams was essentially keeping the well-being and safety of children in mind. That has been foremost, and that will be foremost in our minds while we take decisions. And the fact that comparatively, the class 10th exam is low stakes, in the sense it's not that high stakes if you're going to a college or an entrance exam. That made our decision easier. Um, then the issue came about objective criteria for an evaluation scheme for which we're there today. And we had a lot of discussions with teachers, principals across schools. And one point came out, said the children have performed in internals, and there is information about how good a student is or not so good. I mean, there is information available about assessing children. So then the challenge before us was that if this information is available, how do we ensure that it is fair and credible and actually represents a student? There's a lot of information available, and there is a lot of noise also in that information. So the challenge was to extract that signaling which each child has done through his performances in various tests and exams, and take it out and make a fair assessment which would be acceptable by everybody and actually reflects performance. That was the challenge before us. And we realized that since each school has its own internal process, each school is best placed to judge a student. Within a school, it knows its students very well. The teachers know the students. They've had a number of assessments. So within the school, the and their peers are best placed to assess a student, and that is why the trust, the flexibility has been brought in. So we've made the document very flexible, because the onus of assessing a student as a school should be done people who know best about their child through various exams, the tests which they have done. That is stage one, where the schools themselves do it. Second is, as each school has its own different measuring rod. You have different ways of evaluating, different standards of examinations. Some may be strict, some may be lax. So there could be a lot of differentiation because of that, a lot of differences, which would not reflect actually when you get all the marks together, they will not be comparable. Let us say that somebody is using a measuring rod in centimeters and somebody is using it in meters. You can't say 7 is equal to 7. That will be unfair.
Yes.
So to bring some kind of moderation, to bring some kind of standardization, we thought, let us take, I mean, one could always say this is not perfect, but then we said, let us take the best performance in the last 3 years and take it as a standing measuring rod or a benchmark against which the schools can then give their marks to different students. So I think that is the way we have designed it. Give flexibility to the schools and trust them, because they would know about a student there, how well he is compared to other students in the class. and thereafter also have some kind of standard benchmarking so that the results in a way become comparable. So these are the two major things. And like I said, we are in it together. We are flexible, and working together, we will ensure. I mean, it's a very big responsibility on us. We cannot fail our children during our time. They put in a lot of hard work during their 1 year. Therefore, it's necessary that we should bring out some kind of an assessment. And I think the challenge before us right now is to ensure that it is fair and credible, and a child should not feel that he not been given due recognition or assessment for what he has done. I think that is the challenge which is immediately facing us, which our teachers and principals will have to face and answer, and bringing all those marks into together about bringing these marks on subjects about students. I think that's where the immediate national and implementation challenges would lie. But like I said, we please understand that these are new, very novel situations, and we've been very flexible. We do extensive consultations with you. A lot of these ideas had come from you only, people like you who had given us these ideas, and we are also open to that. We have no rigidity or fixed ideas in that sense that this is there, so it is done. We will see the situation and accordingly. So that open flexibility is already available, and we would implement it whenever it's necessary. Uh, so I think it's a very extensive exercise which would have to be done by all these schools, involving teachers, involving principals, and it's very important that all of us understand what this exercise means and do it in a very transparent and open manner, so that children know how we are grading them, children know how we are assessing them. I mean, it's a big responsibility when we are answerable to them for what we are doing, and that's why this transparency and openness is very much required. Obviously, we've kept some checks, like you pointed out, a little bit of checks. We expect you to document what you have done. We've also put in external members from different schools who can come in and participate, and then some checks which the CBSE itself would do, because the whole issue about assessment, there has to, once CBSE is assessing them and giving marks, then the issue of quality control does come in, so that will be used for quality control. So from our side, from my side, that is all what I had to say. But there's a huge responsibility on all of you, and I'm sure you'll come with flying colors, and like we have met the earlier challenges, we would meet this also. And secondly, I mean, this is, I think it's more important for us to think about the coming year and the new challenges and how do we face that. We'll discuss that separately, but I think we should upfront be very proactive to ensure that the students and the schools are very well prepared and equipped, and we put in our best for our children in the coming year. That's another issue, but I think we need to think about that also. How do we take it forward? So thank you for this opportunity. Like always, it's been a pleasure interacting.
Dr. Anju Tandon, would
Yeah.
you like to propose a vote of thanks, please?
Thank you so much, Chairman Sir, for a very enlightening address which is being heard across the nation today, this afternoon. Each one of us present here on the panel owe you a special thanks and appreciate your kind presence in elucidating the assessment criteria, which is an important matter for all of us to arrive at a very reliable, fair, flexible, and valid a valid result for declaration of class 10th cancelled board examination result. Your valuable remark on policy and how CBSE arrived at the standardization, which will be fair to all, make us more confident and will surely help CBSE school systems to arrive at an objective and fair result. We must compliment once again the entire CBSE team that for the class 10th internal assessment policy notification issued, so which is very self-explanatory and lucidly explains each and every tricky aspect with examples, which leaves very little scope for doubt and apprehension. We assure you that we will put in our sincere efforts in delivering fair and unbiased result to the students with highest degree of professionalism and consistency and care. Our judicious and professional approach will certainly make parents and students' confidence in accuracy and fairness in school results. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you so much.
It is our great honor and privilege that none other than Sri Sayam Bhardwaj, Controller Examination, is also present amidst us. May I now take this opportunity to invite Shri Sayam Bhardwaj, sir, to address and throw light on important aspects of Class 10 internal assessment. Welcome, Sayam, sir.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am. I'll take a minute to upload the uh, presentation and then I will start. Just a minute. Yeah. Is it visible to all?
Yes, yes, it is,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Most respected Chairman CBSE, all the members of the National Progressive School Conference, and office bearers, my colleagues in the CBS and from the regional offices, all the principals, teachers, whether they are the part of the result committee or not, but today they are with us for witnessing this very special moment, which is the test of schools, basically, I would say, not of the students, that how they are preparing the result. So it is the test of honesty, it is the test of excellence, it is the test of understanding the policy. Each and everything is with the school only. So before I will start the presentation and explain you the entire scheme, I have it should be in the three-part. First part is where I would like to explain the scheme and the policy. The second part is a few critical examples, and third part is most of the uh, questions which could be very very relevant to understand the policy that I will be explaining. If there is any other question remain unanswered after that, certainly I will request Mani ma'am to raise that question through the chat box or other ways. Now, we all are also aware that the recent past of the pandemic has given a lot of setback to us. We have lost a lot of family members of us, not the family members, I would say, but the family who is our extended family in terms of the schools, because CBSE is not the family which is surrounded by four walls, but it is the family of more than 25,000 schools. So we are very concerned, and I would like to share one thing with you that Chairman CBSE has decided that every day at 10:30 we all are meeting through the webinar and just trying to know the status of each and everyone and praying for each and every person on the earth. I would say we are praying to the God for the well-being of each and everyone. So this is our schedule when we are starting our work. And now, because you are aware that in the recent past we have lost many of our teachers because of the corona. So my deepest condolence of the CBSE and the families of these people. And I am sure the people will remain with us because of the knowledge which they have imparted to the students. And my request to all the students of such teachers would be that they will use the knowledge which they have got from their teachers in the best possible manner to help the human being. Before I am going to the next slide, I will request each and everyone to pray for 1 minute in the silence and pray for them so that their soul could be rest in the peace. And we should work very hard to meet their dreams also. So we will start now, and for 1 minute, I will request each and everyone to pray for such teachers who are not with us today because of the corona. you. Now, I will start with the introduction of the entire scheme. And what is that scheme? I will just explain you over here. Say, what is the background? Background is that on 14th of April, CBSE decided that we will be cancelling the class and board examination because of the spread of COVID, high in the cases, after due discussion with all the stakeholders. And the notification was having two important points, that result of class 10th board will be prepared based on the objective criterion which would be developed by the CBSE, and if any candidate is not happy with the result which is developed with the help of this criterion, they will be allowed to appear in the examination, which would be conducted as soon as possible, and the conditions are favorable for holding any examination. Not challenge before all of us is to deliver a fair and unbiased result of the students, because 10th is very important class, I would say, when we are comparing it with the 9th, 8th, 7th. It is the first class when we are getting the flavor of the board examination, we are getting prepared for the future, we are getting prepared for the professional life, I would say. And the another thing is that declaring result on time is also another very critical issue. How it is possible for all of us? It is possible because we had the family of 25,000 schools, which is a very big network. They are very, very important and hardworking people. They are very well aware about each and everything. And they are with the students from past 9, 10 years. So it is to them that what the students are, how they are performing, and thus they will be able to make this policy true by preparing the result very fairly, objectively. That is all. Now, objective of the policy is to develop the unbiased and transparent result based on the realistic academic achievement of the student during the entire year. Now, the other four key principles of the evaluation, which are basically reliability, flexibility, and validity, and others. So, these are very important points which are to be kept in mind. Fairness is also over there. In order to make sure that the assessment is reliable, school leaders and teachers have been given the power to just prepare the result. So that is very, very important part in this entire scheme. Now, procedure for assessment of the student is that we all are aware students are to be assessed out of 100 marks. And in the each subject now these days, from past 2 years, we are having assessment in two parts. One is the internal assessment of 20 marks, and the second one is the 80 marks, which is the year-end assessment conducted by the CBSE.
अब इसको कैसे किया जाएगा?
So what is over there? That existing policy has already been laid down by the CBSE in the circular dated March 6 to 2019. This is very important, and the link has been provided. I feel that the students can go to it and read it also. Schools can go to it and read it also. Now, the second thing is that we have to upload the marks of the internal assessment by 11th June. I could submit over here. The 11th June target has been fixed by us with a thought that if everything goes, but again and again, many times during the presentation, I will submitting before you that we are giving foremost importance to the health of the and well-being of the teachers and the schools. Dates are not sacrosanct. It is not that 11th June everything will be over. If we will observe that no schools are finding problem, schools are having problems, there are certain issues. So we will ensure that they are giving priority of time so that they can complete their work. Now the another issue is how to calculate the 80 marks assessment. That is very, very important thing which has been decided by the CBSE. And how it has been decided by the CBSE, that when nothing was with the CBSE, what could have been done? So assessment could have been done only because of the or based on the performance of the students. That is one thing. So we have taken into consideration this aspect of the performance of the students the entire year. Students must have appeared in the objective type, online examination, offline examination, objective type examination, subjective type examination, or any other mode of any examination. So their performance is known to the teachers and the schools very well. The another issue is this during this pandemic period, because most of the time schools were off and the students were at home and the online classes were going on. So earlier, when we had a meeting with all the principals, it has been informed to us that the performance of the students when they are going for the online examination is better, when they are going for the offline examination is not good. So what we thought that because the schools are working very hard, teachers are working very hard, round the clock they are working. So we also try to link the performance of the student with the performance of the schools. Now this year performance is not known to us, so it was decided that it would be appreciated that if we are taking the 3 years performance, past year performance, and giving the flexibility to the schools to choose one of the performance which suits them in the best possible manner. What does it mean? It means that which is suiting to their students basically. So that kind of decision has been taken by the CBSE. Now, how this work will be given the means will be completed. For this purpose, we decided that we will be constituting a result committee. Result committee would be certainly under the principal of the school, who would be acting as the chairperson. And now there would be 5 teachers from the school. One is from the mathematics, one is from the social science, one is from the and 2 from the languages. It is as per the scheme. Why it is so? It was thought because we wanted to assess the performance of the student also during the entire year. So this performance could have been known to the teachers who were teaching to these students. So in 12th class, 10th class, basically these are the 5 subjects, 3 subjects plus 2 languages. So these teachers can just judge the performance of the student, and therefore it was decided that these 5 teachers would be the part and parcel of the committee. Now to have the fairness in the system, to get the fresh air also from the outside, we decided that 2 members, either from the same subject or from some other subject, could also be opted in this committee by the chairperson of the result committee. These members could be from one school, from 2 schools, whatsoever it is. Now, the best part is uh, what I will be explaining everywhere to you. Our policy is very flexible, keeping each and everything in our hand. We will be controlling each and everything, but it is very flexible. We are not saying to you, no, you adopt or the co-op these teachers from this school only and then prepare the result and inform it to us. No, if nothing is required. You are not supposed to inform it to us also. So we are relying on the result committee. We are relying on our schools, and we this committee is fully responsible for preparation of the result and for taking any decision in this regard. Now, meeting of the committee. How meeting would be conducted? First of all, my request is that everyone has to save themselves from the COVID-19. There is no hard and fast rule. There is no risk by doing any action. If you are coming in contact with means getting the infection, we would not like it. So we would first of all say to you, request to you that you first of all protect yourself from the pandemic COVID-19, and thereafter you can take the other decisions. So these meetings could be online. Okay, you have to follow the protocols for the COVID, keep the comfort of the members in mind, and even consent could be taken on the email also, or the verbal consent can also be taken. And finally, once the consent is taken, what could be done, that you people can decide yourself that how the signatures would be done on the rational document. It is not that soon you will be deciding each and everything. Everything should be completed. If the members are satisfied, they can give the consent on the email, and that could be made the part of the proceedings. So that is the way by which I feel, and the entire CBSE would request you with the folded hand that first of all take care of your health, held, and then you proceed for the entire work. This result is not so important that no, we have to declare. Class 12 result is very, very important. This result could be declared even after the due date also, because the students would be going to the class 11 without any problem. Now, rules for the formation of the result committee. You are very well aware that CBSE in all the policies which are being framed by it, we are ensuring that everything should be very clear only. So what we are saying, the teacher should be teaching class 10th in the neighboring school affiliated to CBSE, not from the state government or the other school who are not affiliated to CBSE, because if schools are affiliated to CBSE, they are aware that what kind of system CBSE is having. The second is no interchange between the two schools, so that tomorrow no one should be able to point out the question mark on the integrity of the two schools. Then teachers should not be from the same management, like X chain is over there and teachers are interchanging. Teachers should not be from the school where, say, if I am the principal and I am the member in the important member in the committee of some other school, so there should not be that kind of interchange. There is a possibility that I might be having two schools. In one school I am principal and in another school I am the management. So such kind of things are to be kept in mind. Or any other relationship, it goes up to you that how you decide. Whenever you are taking the person, you think, give the thought to the process that if any way the there is a conflict in between the these rules, you can leave and adopt the second member in the committee. Now the another issue is that boards of the committee members, if appearing from the same school, then they should not become the member of the committee, and this responsibility could be given to the vice principal or senior PGT, whatsoever it is. And CBSE is appointing the external members not with the thought that only they will be supporting to the school and preparing the result, but also they will be acting as the public representative. Like in the elections, government is sending number of people from each party. They are going to the polling station and submitting one affidavit, kind of thing, that the poll has been conducted safely. So that kind of initiative has been taken by the CBSE, but committee is fully responsible to discuss all good or bad ideas and reach to the conclusion. Now, rules for the formation of the result committee. This has been informed. These are the basically responsibilities of the result committee. So, the responsibilities of the result committee is to deliver the fair and unbiased result. Committee should be well acquainted with the policy. This is very, very important. So, once again, I would say that I will be providing even this presentation also to all the schools, so that they can go through it, they can discuss it with the other schools, do whatever they wanted to do, but first of all, they should get prepared for their examination, which is known as the result preparation of for class 9 this year. So they should be well acquainted with the policy of the preparation of the result of class 10. Then discussion among themselves to arrive at common understanding. You are very well aware about the position of the school. Discuss each and everything and arrive at the common understanding that which way you have to go ahead. Then one committee discuss with the another committee also if they are having any problem. Make themselves aware of the ground realities in the school and frame the rationale for the assessment. Whatever is the ground realities that need to be assessed. Now, what are these ground realities? See that what kind of examination have been conducted by you. How many students have appeared in the examination? In how many tests these students have appeared? Whether they have appeared in all or in one or in, not even in any one also. So everything has to be seen and judged, and thereafter you have to decide the rationale that which way you will be moving ahead. Then committee can make its own schedule also for preparing the result. This is also mentioned in the policy. Opinion of other subject teachers may also be obtained by the committee. Say if the school is very big, but here we are having only 5 members at the committee, so other teachers might be teaching to the other sections of the same class. So these teachers can discuss the performance of the other students and then they can prepare the result. Everyday proceeding should be recorded in the rational document. That is very, very important. Then committee will keep all the proceedings confidential till the time result is not declared. Then infrastructure is to be provided by the chairperson of the committee. How that where and how you have to upload the result, how the material based on which you will be deciding the things would be provided to these teachers who are the members of the committee. Everything is to be provided by the chairperson of the committee. Then external committee member, I request, inform you that they will be acting as the public representative. And in nutshell, it is the sole responsibility of the committee to prepare fair, unbiased result of the students. Therefore, committee is fully competent to take any justified decision in writing, looking into the ground realities. Means everything is in your hand. Say if you are saying that no, I am unable to take the member of this school which is nearer from my school, and I am to some school which is far away, go for that. But note down the same thing, that why you haven't gone for this school, why you have gone for the school which is far away. Likewise for the other things also. Now, recording of evidences and assessment. You are aware that this year many examinations have been conducted by the school. Number of unit tests, number of other examination, pre-boards, everything. So we wanted to give lots of flexibility even in this also, but we thought that here it should be common for all the schools, and therefore we decided that when 80 marks, the marks of the student in each subject out of 80 is to be provided, how these marks should be taken from the uh, progress of the student during the entire year. So it was decided that 10 marks will be given to the periodic test or the unit test. Half yearly or midterm would be 30 marks, and pre-board examination 40. So totals come to the 40 marks. So you have to decide if you have conducted more than one periodic test. So you have to decide what methodology you will take to adopt the or follow the marks for taking into account for preparation of the result of the board. There is a possibility, say you have conducted the three tests, so latest you can take, okay, the mean of the three you can take, or the first you can take, or the second you can take, or the mean of the you can take, whatever it is in your hand. Same way for the half yearly, same way for the pre-board also. Now, there are certain important issues, and these issues are that in case school have conducted more than one test or the examination within each category, what need to be done. I explained you right now that what could be done by you. Schools where one or more of three categories of the test examination have not been conducted. Okay, if you have not conducted all the three examination, only you have conducted the unit test and the pre-board. So based on the unit test and the pre-board, you can arrive at the decision that how you would be calculating the marks of the midterm examination. Okay, when you have conducted the examination online, offline, so this difference is also to be adjusted by you people when preparing the result. Now also, uh, it is possible that some of the students may not have appeared in any or some of the examination conducted by the school. Say if I am the student and out of unit tests I have appeared in only two, so how I will be assessed for the third one? You can decide, either you can give the mean marks to me or the best marks to me based on the performance of mine in the school. Even you can go for the performance of mine in class 9 also, that okay, I had performed well in class 9, and here that weightage could be given, so no problem at all. Now, where all the three categories of the test examination have not been conducted by the school, if you have not conducted, record each and everything, okay, and thereafter you can go for the assessment of the student. And how you can go, I will just let you know. In case where the students have not appeared in any or some of the test examination, there again I inform you that you take the decision and record it, and just note down the performance of the student. I would say it is like that I am having two kids at my home, and I can say no, my daughter is performing better and son is not performing as good as my daughter. Okay, that kind of thing. So all the students are our kids, and we have to just differentiate in between two students and likewise we have to prepare the result. Now, process for assessment of the student, this is very, very important. Now, I would request each and everyone who are present today to kindly see these slides carefully, that there are four kind of schools which we are having as on date.
Sayam sir, if we could be on slideshow, these slides would look more beautiful and be on
Okay,
full screen.
okay, ma'am. Fine, fine,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So now the important point is that first of all we are having one school having the standing of 3 years, means already the students in past 3 years they have appeared in the examination. So we are having the result of or the performance of these schools of past 3 years. So we are saying that the historic performance or the reference year. Okay. So what is the historic performance? That best overall performance in the previous year's board examination will be taken as the reference for moderating the marks assessed by the school for 2021. It's mean that from our side we would be saying which is the best year, that will be the historic performance for you. But you are not, I would say, bind by our decision. You can decide that not the best, I will be going for the second best or the third best also. And this you have to see why you have to go. When you are going for any other year than that of the year indicated by the CBSE, then you have to record this thing in the ratio document. Now I am saying that for one school, uh, uh, where the 17, 18, 18, 19 and 19, 20 result is over there. So average result is 74% in 2018, 19, means the pass percentage is better. So generally we would say that we will be selecting 18, 19 as the reference year for preparing the result. Now, what could be done? We can add or subtract 2 marks in each and every subject. One more thing here I would like to clear first of all, and what is that issue? That if you are taking 18, 19 as reference year, so two more data are also very important. That what is the total or aggregate mean performance of the entire school during 18, 19, and subject wise mean performance of the school. So you have to adjust the marks of 2021 based on the mean marks in that particular subject in 2018, 2019. But if you feel that no, your performance is better, you are allowed to add 2 marks or deduct 2 marks only, not more than that. But while doing so, it is to be ensured by you that the overall result remains 74%, or not 74%, I would say that the mean average remains the same. That need to be kept in mind. This facility will be provided by our system also. This I will explain you. Now, where we are having the 2 years school only, data of the school only. So again, we will be providing 74, 71, and the same system is to be followed. Out of the two results, they have to go for the best one or the remaining one, second one, which is present over or the available with the this data. Then the third kind of school is the school where we are having the data of only 1 year. Say 1920 data is available and 71%. So they have to go for them. This will be the reference year or the historic performance. They can't do anything else. Now there is the fourth category of the school, and that fourth category is the schools which are sponsoring the student for the first time in 2021 examination. So what has been done by the CBSE, that we will be providing them these data, three kinds of data to them: that district-wise average, then the state-wise average, and the nation-wise average. Out of these three, which is suitable to them, anyone could be consider them by the as the reference year, and based on this reference year, they can prepare the result. But the range of the marks, addition or subtraction of the 2 marks will be taken care in the same way by all four category of the school. Now, one more thing which I wanted to let you know first, right, that is the moderation. Moderation is very, very important terminology. It is very hot terminology also. But this hot terminology is that hot terminology which is being used every year for the purpose of examination. When we are implementing more than one set, then to just provide the remedy of the different difficulty levels, that philosophy is known as the moderation in case when the result is being prepared by the CBSE. But when we are saying the moderation by you people when preparing the result, you have to ensure that when you will be preparing the result with the direction given by the CBSE, there is a need that you might be adding the marks or subtracting the marks out of the performance of the student. So this kind of activity is known as the moderation of the marks or adjustment of the marks. It is not that moderation is that you would be giving some marks to rectify the mistakes of the system. So there is no mistake in the system because we are considering that every time the result has been set by you, your teachers, and that would be of the similar difficulty level. Everything would be similar only. Now, the another thing is that we will be providing the online system, and this online system would be the best thing which you would be finding from our side because using this system, you would be able to do exactly what we wanted to or what we have requested in the policy. So with this, everything would be checked. How this will be checked, I will let you know in the coming slides. Now, one more important thing which you need to understand, say if you have taken 2019 and 2020 as the reference year, and X number of students was over there with you people. So what need to be done? That total marks are 80 and passing marks out of 80 are 26. So you from the past year, this statistics would be provided by the CBSE also. But I am explaining you what this policy is. That first of all, that the passing marks are 26. You have to go to your result and see that how many students have got less than 26% marks. So say for an example, I am saying that only 1%. Then 26 or more than 26 up to 40. 14% student, then 40% greater than 40 to 50, 25% greater than 50 to 60, 10, 20, and 30% like that only. So this year, say if you are having the 200 students in your class 10, so how you have to decide? You have to decide that 1% of 200 would be two students. So there could be two students only who would be placed in the bracket less than 26. Okay, means these students, there can't be more than two students, I would say. Okay, so you can adjust and moderate the marks accordingly. Thereafter, from 26 to 40, only 28 students should fall in this bracket. Okay, then 40, 50, 50 candidate, then 50 to 60, 20 candidate, and likewise 40 and 60 candidate. So what you will find that there is a possibility that you might be saying that no, our five student would have got 100 marks, so no problem at all. They could be placed in the last bracket. Okay, but you have to adjust the other students who would not be falling in that bracket. So that is the moderation. Say in place of 200, if you are having the 400 students, you have to change the calculation accordingly, and you have to find out that how and how many students would be over there, whose would be placed out of 2020 as in that particular bracket. Now some other important issue, that verification of the data. This is one check from our side. Verification, we may send the verification teams to the school after declaration of result. We can check the uploaded data also, applying the AI and using other method, research methodologies. And the school may also be asked to submit the data or the entire record to the concerned regional office, where one committee might go to your data and see that how you have prepared the result. So these are the three verification clauses from our side. If there is a need, we can go for the fourth, fifth one also, but these are the three main things. Now, the non-compliance. This is very important. And with the folded hand, I would request to each and every school because I don't have any hesitation in saying and admitting this fact that there are certain schools who would be misutilizing this facility of CBSE, of giving the strength and power to their hand. So if we come to know that no, they are doing some unfair means, so we are very sure that we will take very stringent action against such a school. We never wanted that the school who are indulged in the unfair practices should be the part and parcel or family members of the CBSE. So we have decided that we will disaffiliate them, we will impose the financial penalty, and we may also not declare the result of these students. They could be asked to do anything else, but it would be their responsibility to ensure that the fairness is existing in the system. Now we have to show to the entire nation, entire world, that no, we have prepared the result which is nearly equal to the result which would have been prepared by the CBSE after the conduct of examination. So no cheating by the student, with the student by any school, no change in the criteria, no pressure from management. Everything is the responsibility of the committee. If they are finding and feeling that no, they are getting any problem from the management or from other people, just let us know. We will take care of them. Now the uploaded data is final. That is, whenever you will be uploading the data, that data will be considered as final. We will not be accepting any request that no, sorry, we have committed the mistake and now you accept the revised result. We can change the result if it is going down, but not in upward direction. So my request is neither the downward direction will be changed nor the upward direction. So no change in the data will be done from our side. We are trying to put all the checks in the system also. Everywhere the system will let you know that you are uploading the marks out of 80, out of 70, 50, 30, whatever is the maximum marks informed or the fixed by the CBSE for the external examination or the board's examination. Now, candidates who have not been assessed, there is a possibility that candidate might not have appeared in any of the examinations. Say in Delhi, many of the students have left Delhi, gone to their villages. The similar kind of cases are there in other states also. So we could have said to you that no, you can prepare the result based on class 9. But no, we are not saying, because we wanted that no, first of all, you should get in touch with the student, confirm that the student is a student only, no other person is over there, conduct the online offline examination as you feel, or take the interview over the phone also, and then record each and everything and record the marks. That could be done from our side. Now, for similarly for the candidates with disabilities, uh, nothing has no trouble, no stress is to be given to these students. So we have to take care of these students, and if not appeared in the examination, any of the activity which was assigned to them earlier, that could be recorded, and based on these activities, you can award the marks in place of the online offline examination that is over there. So everything is in your hand once again, but it has to be fair only. Now, result of more than 5 subjects. We are saying that you have to prepare the result of 5 subjects only. So, what would be for the students who have opted for the 6 subject and the 7 subject? Here again, we have given the benefit to the students only. And what we are saying, out of the 5 subjects, you have to go to the 3 best subjects and award the mean marks of the 3 best subjects in the 6 subject. Likewise, in the 7 subject. Okay, that need to be done. And while doing so, you have to ensure that what is the maximum marks awarded or assigned to the subject. So, say if the mean of the 3 subject is calculated out of 80, perfectly fine. If one subject is of 50 marks, so first of all, you have to convert these marks out, not from the 50, from the 80 you have to convert, and then you have to take the mean, and then you have to again convert the marks out of 50 or 40 or 30, whatever it is, and then these marks are to be assigned in the 6 or the 7 subject. Now, CBSE, when you will be uploading the result, CBSE will decide that what kind of grade and what how much grace should be given to the student to clear the examination, which is as per policy. So this is our hand. This we will take care when we will be preparing the result. So there is a possibility when the students are appearing, you have prepared the result of the student. They might be placing in the essential repeat or the compartment, but when we will be giving them the grace marks, they would be clearing marks, means their category can change from essential repeat to the compartment and compartment to the pass. There is a possibility. Now, compartment examination also. This is also very innovative decision which CBSE has taken because it is very, very extraordinary period. So, because when you have conducted all the examination, it was decided that for the compart examination also, school will be conducting the examination because holding the examination as center is not visible in near future. So we will be providing the sample question papers to the school, and based on that, they will be preparing the question paper, and then they will be conducting the examination. They can conduct one examination, they can conduct two. It makes no difference. But within that period, they should try to conduct the examination online, offline, whatever it is, and then result could be or the marks could they can assess it also, and marks could be uploaded on the website. But when they will be doing this activity, they have to ensure fairness once again. Now, once the school will be opening, certainly all the students would be going to the class 11. So they should be allowed to study in class 11 till the time the result of the compartment examination is not declared. If once the result is declared, if any student is not able to clear the examination, they will be coming back to class 10. Otherwise, everyone will remain in the class 11th only. Now, after declaration of result, generally the CBSE is saying that we will go for the verification of marks, providing photocopy and re-evaluation, because all the schools in what they are doing, they are providing the copy to the students, and if there is any problem, they are correcting the marks also. Some schools must have shown the copies and kept with them. Some school might have given the copies to the students also. So when the copies have already been shown, copies have all the entire exercise has been done. The grievance of the students have been addressed. So there is no process of the verification of marks, providing photocopy, and re-evaluation from the CBSE side after the declaration of result. Now the another issue is maths when it comes to the basic mathematics in class 11th when the child is taking the admission. So in 2020, what has been done? We have just shifted from our policy, which was communicated by Circular 6th of August 2020, that even this year also, if the students have taken the opted the basic mathematics, and if the school feels that no child can perform better in class 11 with the mathematics, they can give the mathematics in class 11. So in 241 students, means code 241 of the class could get the 41 in class 11th also. But all the other conditions which were mentioned in circular will remain the same. Now the schedule of activities, there are four activities which are very, very important. First is the subject-wise performance, which would be provided by CBSE. So by 10th of May, we will be providing submission of marks to the CBSE. That is 5th June, we are saying. Then submission of internal assessment, 11th June, we are saying. And declaration of result, 20th June, we are saying. That again, I am saying that whatever data we will be getting, once we are getting the complete data, we will process the result and declare the result. This year, it is not necessary that the result of all the schools should be declared in one go. Say we are getting the data of one school, because nothing has to be done. If we have decided that 3 marks in terms of the grace marks will be provided, we will be applying the 3 marks and declare the result. So without any stress, you can prepare your result and provide it to us. But from our side, the commitment which we have made, that we will be ensuring that this help should be provided to you all. Now, in addition to this, because a lot of support might be requiring, हमारे पास पूरी country में बहुत सारे schools हैं from one corner to the another school corner. Now there is a possibility that they not be able to understand the policy. Not today is the first or the last webinar. If need be, we will be going for the other webinars also. First thing is that we will be explaining this entire policy through this webinar. We will be providing the frequently asked question. Then school can get the request, uh, send the request to the city coordinators. In terms of Delhi, who would be the city coordinator, I will inform them. But in addition to Delhi, in all the other cities, we are having the city coordinator. So if they are having any query, they will be sending all the queries to the city coordinator. City coordinator will take out the common query and send it to us on the mail provided in the circular. And then these queries, which will be raised by the schools and through the city coordinator, that means these queries will be prepared in terms of the frequently asked question and provided to all the students on WhatsApp and will be hosted on the website also. Now, what this this is the stream in class 11. All the schools can decide that which way they have to provide the stream in class 11, because from our side nothing is over there. So earlier also it was discussed that the school will take care of this issue themselves when providing the admission in class 11. Now, assessment standardization. A very important thing is that methodologies to address skewness of the result. This is same thing, only I am submitting again, that which way you would be adjusting the marks. Say if you are finding that your average is going ahead or more than the reference year, then you have to reduce the marks. If it is going less than the average marks of the reference year, you have to add the marks. That kind of skewness has to be addressed by you by applying the permutation in combination. But I feel because the math teacher is over there, the science teacher is over there, when they will see to it, they can easily provide the remedy for each and everything. Now, available in the online system, we would be having both the checks, and the best part of our system, which we will be providing to you, that once you will be uploading your marks, if your marks are complied or your result is complied with the directions given by the CPSC, it will be accepted. Otherwise, screen will show you, no, you have to readjust the marks or remoderate the marks, and that particular part will also be shown, that where the system is finding mistake or the difficulty. Now, this is the entire policy for our schools where the regular students are there. But even now, we are having some 40,000 students with us, where who are appearing in the board's examination as the private candidate. For the policy of the assessment, we are working on it, and soon we will prepare it. We will provide it to the such kind of schools, and we will declare the result of such students also. Now, actual actions to be taken by the school on the policy, very means serially, I am telling you. First of all, form result committee, then collect the evidences of performance, check the status of each student, fix the weightage of each test subject exam, check historical performance of the school, then select the favorable historic performance, then conduct the examination if not appeared in any examination of any student, then decide the rationale, that what would be the rationale, and then calculate performance. Now, after this, you have to moderate or adjust the result, check with the CBSE software. If required, moderate and adjust result once again if the software is saying to you. And once result is matched with the historic data, it will be uploaded on website, and record all the action which you have taken. This is very important. And once this is being done by you people, everything would be perfectly fine. Now, some important information of the result. Say, I am saying that the 2018-2019 result has been taken as the reference year. Now, you have calculated these students also. Earlier, I explained you. So, in such scenario, say, I am saying that if you are going to the 17 as the reference year. Now, this is very important thing, because the internal assessment has been introduced by the CBSE from 2019 examination, and 2020 was the second year, and this is the third year. So there is a possibility that you might have selected 2017, 2018 as the reference year. So in such cases, we have provided you the marks over there, or the mean marks out of 100 only. So when you will be doing, though I will request Dr. Johari to prepare the software in such a manner that 2018 marks are also shown to you out of 80 only. But if it is not shown, then you have to convert the marks out of the 80 only. And how you have to convert? That 96 is the marks given means secured by one student out of 100. So and now we have to calculate out of 80. So 96 into 80 by 100, that is coming to 76.5. So if it is more than 0.5, 5 or more than 5, so it should be in the round figure. Go to the next figure. That would be the marks. Now calculate the result of other subjects than the 5 subjects. Say we have got these marks 77, 75, 72, 74. So the mean marks are coming 73. Again, say if the subject is the computer. So when these marks are out of 80, but when we have to award the marks in computer application, because theory take care of the theory only. So theory is of the 50 marks. So how you have to convert the marks? 73 into 50 by 80. This will come to 45.6. It will become 46 marks. So 46 marks out of 50 is to be given to the particular candidate. Now variation of +2 and -2. Say if you wanted that no, the mean marks of any student or the school should be increased by 2 in mathematics, that in place of 70 it should be 72, then certainly you have to reduce the 2 marks out of any remaining 4 subjects. But while when you will be doing so, the overall mean marks that particular year, reference year, and this year will remain the 73 only. So this is very relevant example which I had to you over here. Now some frequently asked question. Quickly I will explain. Safety and the CBSE. Again I am saying that the safety is the first. Theirs is much behind. So you have to keep, whenever you are taking any decision, that safety should be given preference. If you are finding that no, some family members of a teacher are not well, give the relaxation to the teacher, because at this time they are getting most of the support from our side. Okay, you have to be very humanitarian. Give the entire kind of support to your teachers, entire kind of support to your staff. Result will be prepared later on, but you have to take care of the teachers first. Okay, they should be mentally satisfied. It is not that someone is admitted in the hospital, they are running for the oxygen, and you are saying that no, you have to prepare the result. So nothing forceful from our side. So about teachers' involvement also, that how they are involved, in which way they could be feeling comfort. It is not that no, Saturday, Sunday also you have to work. You can give the relief to them. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours work could be assigned to them, and they could be given the relief. They can take care of their home, because lot of support from the mother is required at this moment in each and every home. So if we will lose any member, no loss would be greater than this loss. So marks is less than 1 or more than 1, it makes no difference. Result is declared today or tomorrow, makes no difference. But if any family is in the trouble, it would hurt us, and then we will be cautioned. And I would say that I would not be able to excuse me for entire life of mine. Then the result committee, constitution and role, you are very well aware. I had already explained you. Then the assessment, the student performance with the school performance. This again, I explained you that why we have taken these two performance, that the student performance is to be taken into consideration, and the school performance, based on these two performance only, school or the student will be performing in the examination. Then the various category assessment and allotment of marks by allotment of marks. Again, I have said that you conduct examination or one examination, three pre-board or one pre-board. You kindly decide which way, by using which permutation and combination, you have to decide the marks to be awarded to some examination which has not been conducted by you. But at this moment, you have not to conduct the examination of any student except if no candidate has appeared in the examination, then you have to go for the online offline, even for the telephonic communication to assess the knowledge of the child. You can give some time to the student. You can decide even the syllabus also, that out of 4 subject chapters I will be asking, because it is very difficult time. We can give the knowledge to them, but see that how we can assist to them at this difficult time. Now, can school change historic year? Certainly, we are saying that this is the best year for you. Say, I shared it with you that 2019, 2020. No, you want to go for some other, you can go. There is no problem at all. But when you will be uploading on website, we will be asking you which year has been given as the reference year. Then you will be clicking that year so that we will be recording I mean, calculating your result. Historic year for the KV, JNV, and new schools. For the KV, we would be providing them the KVs. For the JNV, we would be providing them the result of the JNV new school also, the district wise, state wise, and the nation wise. And even in case of Delhi, there are certain good category schools which are performing best. So we will provide them the mean marks for the historic year based on their performance only, of that particular group. Now, if any student has not given any exam or test, I inform you, if one exam is not given by the student and rest are clear, you can calculate the marks of this examination of the student based on the rest of the examination. Will CBSE be moderating result? No, no moderation from our side. This moderation has to be done by the school only. I explained you what is the difference in the moderation when CBSE is using it, what is the meaning of the moderation when schools are doing it. Will CBSE be awarding grace marks? Certainly, yes. I inform you. Will CBSE be declaring result of all the school in one go? No, not at all. Say we are getting the result of say 20, say 10,000 school by the deadline. Okay, we will declare. Then remaining one would be declared later on. So in gap in number of phases we can declare the class and result. This time it makes no difference to us. Now, how school will verify result on software? You will be uploading, you will be informed by the data software, and whatever instructions are given to you by the software, accordingly you have to verify the or adjust the result. What are evidences? Evidences are each and everything, even the verbal discussion which you are having, that will be considered as the evidence. Say if you are saying that this student has not given only one examination, what should be done? You are deciding that we will be awarding the mean marks of these 2 marks. That will be considered as evidence. You can keep the evidence in the form of the telephonic examination which you have conducted. That on this date, at this time, we made the call to the student and asked these questions, and he has given. And if you wanted to write the question, write. If you don't want to write the question, don't write. But when you are declaring the result or preparing the result, rest assured that there should not be any student who has not been assessed, who is not present, who is not the part and parcel of your system now, and we are declaring the result of that student. So that would be wrong on our part. So that need to be verified. How to address the result of online and offline? You have to see that what kind of difference is over there in the results, and then you can adjust the marks or moderate the marks in between the two kind of examination. If this year the result is better than the previous year, how to calculate the marks? So generally we are saying that people might say मेरा तो ये वाले साल का रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छा होगा, तो ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. अगर कोई कहता तो मैं ये चीज़ बहुत ही फैनेटिकली कह सकता हूँ, विद कन्विक्शन कह सकता हूँ कि अगर एग्ज़ाम होगा तो पहले से परफॉर्मेंस हमारी जो है के साथ मैच नहीं करेगी. तो अगर कोई कहता है कि स्कूल ने हमारी परफॉर्मेंस बेटर होगी, so there is no problem at all. Such schools can decide and they can attend the examination whenever we will be asking them, and or we will be conducting the examination. If not satisfied, they can attend the examination. Can exam be conducted after 15th May? This examination I am talking, say if any student has not any examination, so 15th May is the deadline. Certainly you can conduct the examination even after 15th of May also. This makes no difference. If a school is offering German for the first time, then how the result of any other new subject will be declared? Say if I am saying, say in 2021 I had started offering the German subject. and prior to that German subject was not over there. So how you will be calculating the reference here? Now, and this German is coming out of the first five subjects, say English, German, and remaining three subjects. In such scenario, you can take the French average at part to the German language, and then you can calculate the result of the German. That kind of flexibility is over there. And if the German is the sixth or the seventh subject, then the previous formula, the base of the mean of the base of these three subjects is to be applied over here to calculate the result of the German. Now, what would be the reference marks for the maths standard and basic? Because from past 2 years we are having this thing, and when you have conducted the examination, you have conducted only one examination. So you can take which is most beneficial to the student. If it is beneficial, basic is beneficial, you go for that. If maths standard is beneficial, you go for that. And based on that, you can prepare the result and provide the marks to us. Accordingly, we will declare the result. Students has not appeared in any of the pre-board examination. There is no need of conducting pre-board once again. You can calculate the marks based on the decision taken by the committee as explained earlier. Performance of a student, if performance of a student is better than the reference year, so certainly the performance of a student could be better, means he could secure 100 marks in each subject. So when you will be awarding 100 marks to these students in each subject, so he would be placed in the last segment only. But accordingly, you have to shift the other students to the previous segments or the previous boxes of the percentage of marks which I had shown you in two tables, 1%, 2%, 5% kind of thing. Can school take average of any other year than that of reference year? No. If you are going for reference year of 2019, then the average of the subject is also to be taken out 2019 only, not 2018 or 2020. How foreign school will consist the result committee? They might be having lot of problems. There is a possibility that there would be only one school. Then in such scenario, they can take the member from the embassy as the result committee member. They can take the member of any other school in other country, and the online meeting they can conduct. If there are two schools, then also they can interchange, but in such scenario, they will certainly take one member from the embassy as the member of the result committee. The topics already explained. Now, who will upload marks? So this arrangement is to be made by the school. You prepare the result. You are having the teachers. Marks could be uploaded from home. There is no need to come to the school. Also, once the result is prepared, this could be sent to the computer teacher or two teachers or the three teachers. They can upload. We are trying to provide you such a system where the marks could be uploaded by more than one person also. So it could be divided amongst the people. You upload, get it verified, and then upload on the CBSE link. Can one teacher be the member in two schools? No, I would say why you are putting the teacher under so much of stress. Preparing the result of one school is a very, very difficult task. It is not as easy as it seems right now. When you will be going ahead, you might face many problems for which certainly we will take care of. How school will be calculating result? Double shift. We have allotted only one school number to them, so there would be one result committee. They will take the mean of one school, one result, and then they will prepare the result of both the schools, the morning shift and the afternoon shift, based on the single result, and result will be prepared. If one principal is having the charge of two schools, again I would say there is no need of taking the risk. At one place, vice principal or senior PGT could be assigned the responsibility of heading the result committee. If principal ward is appearing from the same school or the other school or committee member, so if from the same school, if they are appearing, so they shouldn't become the member. Some other person should be given the responsibility. If from other school they are appearing, it makes no difference because you can't do anything else in the result of your work. And if anyone is having the COVID, certainly I would say that you take care of him. Don't involve him or her in your work. But however, I would request you to take care of him or her every day, so that he should be having this satisfaction. No, someone is calling to me and taking care of me. Now, what action is required in center change cases? Because we have allowed the center change. So now center change cases makes no difference. The school has to prepare the result. So school will prepare the result based on the methodology which I had explained. Now, if any student wish to shift to some other place, so they can go, because in Middle East country there is a possibility that they might have lost their parents might have lost the job, their visa might be over, so they can come back to India. Their result could be prepared over there. If need be, they can be contacted over phone, and then result could be prepared. So they can allow to leave the country and they can come to India or any other country they can go. How to sign rational document? No need. These are easily, you can sign it. Sign it. If not, you can't sign it. Send it. Send the consent through the mail. Mention whatever you wanted to say over there, so that it will become the part and parcel of the rational document. Can school prepare the result of 6-7 subject as that of 5 subject? No, you have to adopt the same policy. Go for the S3, because we have seen this policy is in favor of the students. Will Pratibha Vikas Vidyalaya Delhi will get their reference here? Certainly, we will provide the reference here to them also, and the performance. How School of Northeast and Andaman Nicobar will prepare the result? We are giving plenty of time to them. These deadlines are not for them. They can prepare the result comfortably, taking care of the COVID, and then they can provide the result to us. So this is all from my side. I feel that with this, all the queries which might be uh, school having, each and every query I have tried to explain, but just also think that what is the purpose of the preparing the policy, what is the purpose of preparing the result committee, how you have to prepare the result, what kind of decision has to be taken. Everything is based on certain commitments and the philosophy and the principles. So if you are doing something, these principles should be followed by you. I feel that during the period of the corona, we are fully competent to take care of our kids. We have to provide the examples to our students that no, even during the hardest time, we can do a very good work, which is required to be done by us. It is our responsibility. And again, I would say it is not the result of the student. It is the result of each and every school. It is the result of the controller of examination. It is the result of CBSE. I would really say. So with all these words, I pray to the God for good health of each and everyone, and I pray for the entire family of mine. Means all the schools, their extended family, their relatives. I pray to the God every day for their well-being. With these words, I feel that shortly we will be releasing the policy of the class, this private students, and thereafter other responsibilities which have been assigned to the CBSE. Thank you very much.